Civil here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Super7 Ultimate Papa Emeritus from the band Ghost. That is right, folks. We are taking a look at the big man himself from the band Ghost, one of my favorite bands to see live anyways, because once you see them live, your whole attitude towards them changes. I thought they were pretty darn good before I saw them live. Now I think they're amazing. So, you know, as you do. But with that being said, this guy is loaded with stuff. So I'm going to try and do this in a timely manner. Probably going to fail miserably, but we're going to give it our best effort. So getting him out of the way quick. Setting him down. Let's take a look-see at the box. Here's the front. There's the back. Or the front. I don't know. Maybe it's this way. Maybe it's the other way. I really have no freaking clue. So, getting this thing open. Much like the King Diamond box. Comes in the standard ship here. Here you have the slip cover with the cross with the G on it, which is what that is. I never knew that before. Shout out to Toy Bro for pointing that out in his review of this figure. There's the back. Not a whole lot going on there. But you take the slip cover off. These are very tight, these slip covers. And knock the box over. You would have Papa Emeritus kind of splayed out inside here. Very stained glass windowy looking packaging, which is cool. It says Ghost down there. Got some stuff on the sides. Then you got the back. There is, I think, a read-up. Maybe there isn't. Well, if there is, you can check it out. But Ghost is a band from... it also says Ghost on the top there. Ghost is a band from Stockholm, Sweden, led by the infamous Tobias Forge, who is a very diverse guy when it comes to music. He's done everything from, well, kind of the more traditional rock / kind of sludge and doom metal inspired stuff that Ghost has to offer. And then he's also done stuff so far as black metal with his band Repugnant, which is more my speed, but I think I prefer Ghost myself. I think I was smacking the MK11 spawn around. Poor guy. Fell down and I just beat him up with the box. Oh well, as long as nothing's broken. Not that I don't have a solution to that. Either way, this guy comes with a lot of stuff, so let's take a look-see at that, shall we? Okay, so it's got a pair of grip hands that go in and out. It's got a pair of grip hands that go up and down. See here, and my stupid face grabbed a fist hand. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind, false alarm. That one's just wider. Then he comes with a pair of fist hands, which also hinge in and out. So, you know, comes with plenty. If you want Papa Emeritus to be throwing hooks, you can do that. Also comes with his pop the camera there. His microphone, which also has a mic stand, which it slides into like so. It's a very nice size mic stand. It's perfect if good old mascot of the channel, Brother Mandibulus, wants to form his own Slayer cover band and scream his ass off. So I like that. Probably wouldn't fit in his hand, though, because it had his weapons in there for so long. And he also has these little incense thingies, which is another thing Toy Bro pointed out in his video. They didn't do this when I saw them, I don't believe, but that's what these are made for. The gold chains is for the alternate look. The silver ones are for this one, which you'll see him with at the end of the video. Then he also comes with an alternate head for the alternate look. You can see there. And then as far as that goes, you get an entirely different robe, which this one is white with some frills on it, some gold trim. Looks really nice. And both robes have a bendy wire going through them, as well as some Velcro, so you can pop them apart. And easily get him in there. He does have these sleeves as well to help hold it in place. I will say I wish the sleeves were a little bit tighter, just a smidge, because you kind of got to roll this robe up under his arms unless you have them all the way out like this, to kind of get it to sit flush on his arms like this type of robe would naturally do. But here's the standard head with the black robe, which is probably how I'll display mine, because red and black just pops to me. I just like the colors more. But yeah, I really dig this guy, man. But yeah, this robe is the one he comes packaged with. As you can see, I kind of have it wrapped around his arms there, so it sits a little bit more naturally. And, this was done by Mr. C. Jessom, C-J-E-S-M. Many people will know them from the Four Horsemen Studios. He's doing the soft goods nowadays. He helped with the soft goods on this guy and the King Diamond I looked at the beginning of the month. So, started the month with King Diamond, technically Goliath, but we'll go with that. And then wrapping it up with the Papa here. So, how fitting, right? But with that being said, I'm actually going to take this guy apart a little bit so I can show you the base body. And I'm going to cut it here so we can do that real quick. So, hold on just one moment. And here we have the Papa stripped down so we can take a closer look at this brand new base body for the Super 7 Ultimates. So, getting into the meat and taters here. Well, we kind of already started getting into the meat and taters, but I guess we went through the taters, now we're on to the meat, the majority of the figure here. But a fairly well-articulated body, a little bit simplified from the King Diamond, which I like, I prefer. And yeah, overall a really well done base body, and something maybe to look forward to for a suit King Diamond. I mean, it's got pants, it's got sleeves. All it needs is King Diamond head and a top hat. And a different coat here, which I think can easily swap out because this is a separate piece. But as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head can look up a little bit, down a little bit, can tilt side to side. It does look side to side. And as far as his noggin goes, the neck actually is a separate piece that bobbles around in there, but doesn't really give you much added range. But the ball peg itself, it's, I think, still like that weird hinge, but it does tilt side to side, so it's essentially a double ball peg, but I think there's some rivets in there that tell it where to go. And as far as the shoulders go, they go out pretty far, they go back down. They don't sit flat against the body. I mean, they get close. I guess that's a tiny bit closer, but they don't sit flush against the body. If that bugs you, then but it's Papa Emeritus. Chances are his arms are going to be out like this. Most likely. Most likely than not. Then he's got a single hinge at the elbow with rotation. He's got hinge in the wrist, as I said before, with rotation. And these pop out really easy. Just pull them right out, much like the King Diamond. And yeah, he's got the elbow rotation instead of a bicep cut and another cut at the elbow. I think that's a little bit better. Less is more in this case, especially since this is going to be covered by a robe. He does also have an ab crunch that works okay. You don't get a ton of range out of that, but it is just a guy. It's not a superhero. So that moves forward and back. He's got a waist swivel. He's got kind of a diaper going on too, so that's interesting. His pants, the top here, are a different material than his legs. But his legs do kick forward, back, in and out. They feel like they're on the... are they? Is that what they are on? They're on the Marvel Legends style joint this time around. They're ball hinges. So there's like a barbell going in there, and that's what... Okay. I thought they were like King Diamonds, but they are not. So you get your hinge and swivel at the knee, which is the main thing that this guy does better than King Diamond, because he has the... King Diamond's got the lower leg pegged into the bottom of the knee hinge, which is A, not as durable, and B, really serves no purpose as far as function goes. This guy, you get that bend and you get that rotation, much like an Origins figure. So I much prefer that. Though I will say they could tighten him up a bit in the future. Just saying, this one's a little floppy here, but I can get him to stand for the most part. It's not too hard. And then his feet are on hinges as well. They are a little stiff, but they're on ball hinges, so they do rotate at the top, and then you can hinge them back a little bit. He does have a rocker, and if you are having trouble standing him, he does have peg holes on the bottom of the feet. So that's the base body. Really solid base body. I love this base body. I love the articulation where it's placed. They did a really solid job with this. I gotta give credit where it's due here. I don't always agree with the price points to some of these things, but this is a really well made base body. It's not too tight. I didn't have to heat up anything. The only thing that's really tight is this shoulder here on the rotation, but once you get it going, it's pretty easy to move. So I don't fear this guy breaking at all. I think it's a really solid figure, man. My only issue is I wish I had a second one to put the white robe on, but fear not. You're going to see what that looks like in just a moment here. So hold on tight. And as promised, here is the Papa himself in the alternate robes with the alternate head, which is kind of just halved on that ball peg at the moment because it's a bit tight. You're going to want to heat that before you put it on there all the way so you don't snap that peg off. But this has a little bit more of that doily stuff on it than the other robe does. Well, it has it in general. It's not more. It literally has it. But then the back, you can see, is just white there. There is a technical name for these types of robes that popes wear, but I can't for the life of me remember it. There's another thing Toy Bro pointed out in his review. But, yeah, really cool that you can make both versions of this era of Papa Emeritus. Makes me excited to see Papa Emeritus 2, 3, and I think there's even a 4 now, or even the other alias Tobias Forge went as for a while, including the time I saw them live, which Ghost is a band you don't appreciate until you see them live. They are amazing live. What was that dude's name? Cardinal Copia? Something like that. So with that being said, let's take a look at some comparisons after we get the black robe back on, because that's just how I roll. First up, now that we got the Papa back in black. Oh wait, wrong band. Here he is next to a couple other Super 7 Ultimates I've already taken a look at on the channel. We got Mr. King Diamond and Conan. And as you can see, Papa here is a little bit on the short side, but I do believe he's a shorter guy in real life. He didn't seem all that tall when I went and saw him live, and in a lot of photos he seems shorter than the nameless ghouls who were hanging out around him in the background. So, yeah, I think the scale is probably appropriate for this figure. Up next, here he is next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends Ultron from the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure wave and the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Dr. Fate as he appeared in Injustice 2. And yeah, you could probably fit Papa in either of these lines if you really wanted to. I don't think he's too far out of scale. I think he sizes up better with Dr. Fate though, because that is a 7-inch line, I do believe. And last but certainly not least, we have our two regulars, the Mythic Legions, Brother Mandibulus and the Mukai 11 Spawn, who may have gotten the crap kicked out of him earlier, but he's bouncing back because he stands a little bit taller than the Papa here. So, once again, that figure always bounces back because it is one of the best figures of all time, actually. Screwed just last year. But with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, if you are a fan of the band Ghost, like yours truly, I am about 99.98% confident in saying that this is a definite must-have for you, because this is the first Super 7 Ultimates figure I've taken a look at that has that $10 price hike, because King Diamond was $45, along with the iconic Pose Conan. This guy was $55, and again, I'm fully confident in saying that you're getting what you're paying for here. He's got two different heads, two different robes, two different incense thingies on chains, real metal chains, mind you. He's got the microphone, he's got the mic stand, and 4 sets of hands. That's quite a lot, and dare I say, this is close to Mezco level as far as what you're getting in the box. So with that being said, I would highly recommend this to any fan of this band. It is a really nice release and a contender for one of the top 10 figures of the year. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you are so inclined, please hit that notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one, because we got to show that algorithm who's boss, right? And if you haven't already, hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions. But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. And by the way, for those of you who are celebrating it, have a happy and safe Halloween. Or if you're going to be just chilling like I am, make the most of it and just have a good one in general. So until next time, again, I'll catch you guys later.